Alright, so today we are going to be doing chicken cordon bleu, kind of straying away from the normal way to do it. First, what you'd start off with is we got three chicken breasts, and what I've done, I don't want to get in there, get my hands wet yet, but I've pretty much, not butterfly, but I've cut almost like a cave or a crevice inside there because I'm going to stuff some mozzarella, some fresh mozzarella, and some prosciutto. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take, once we've stuffed it, we're going to dredge it in the flour. I've got flour, black pepper, and kosher salt, and a little bit of chili powder inside there, and I mix it all up together. And pretty much what's going to happen is we're going to take about 4 to 6 tablespoons of butter, and that's what the whole thing's going to cook in. Of course, you'll flip it about 10 minutes in, 7 minutes in, you'll flip it over, continue cooking it until it's cooked all the way through. And then I'll kind of tell you what's going on from there. Alright, so I'm going to take the two pieces. I just took the mozzarella, cut a piece off, and then cut it in half. I'm just going to, it's really kind of difficult to probably wrap all this in, but I'm going to take this, try and get you to see it. I'm just going to stuff it into the pocket. Okay? Now normally you would want to use toothpicks and to cover this up, but I forgot them, so we're just going to hope that it stays together, which I've done it before and it has stayed together. So once you've got your stuff inside there, try and push it in the back as far as you can. Of course, then you would just put toothpicks in here to keep it sealed. And then you're going to take it and you're going to dredge it in your flour. This is just going to allow you to have a nice little crust on the outside while it's cooking. So then what I did, I took about 4 to 6 tablespoons. You don't have to use that much if you don't want to, because this is going to sit in there and it's going to cook for a while. You want to make sure the chicken cooks all the way through. And what we're going to take is take the chicken breast and just lie it right in there. To be honest, it's not easy cutting into these chicken breasts because half the time by the time you're done cutting, it pops out the bottom. So be prepared to have some cheese melting. Mozz and prosciutto. The normal is, this one I tried to do something different, but that's not going to work either. Normally you want to use ham and Swiss. That's what normally Wales does, but in this case we've done it before and we decided to try something a little bit different. Pool, and then you're just going to let it cook. You want to put it on about medium heat. Give it about 10 minutes, check it on the bottom, and then you'll flip it. Alright, so it's time to flip the chicken. Get underneath it, just be careful. You don't want to squeeze it because then you're going to squeeze all the insides out. Should look like a golden brown, just like that. You can use tongs or a spatula, which that's what I'm going to use now. The only problem with the spatula is it tends to sputter. Beautiful color on it. Exactly what you want it to look like. Once the chicken has browned on both sides, we'll just put it in a cookingware dish. And you're going to leave all the droppings. I mean, you're going to usually have cheese and you're going to have a little bit of the breading on the bottom. And pretty much what you want to try and do is scrape as much of that up as you can. Just scrape your pan. All that droppings and all the skin and everything in there. And then we're going to take half a pint of heavy cream. about a half a cup of white wine. And you're going to go ahead and just try and whisk it all up. You want everything to get mixed in together. And you're just going to pretty much get this to a boil. And then once it's to a boil, you're going to lower it and you're going to simmer it until the sauce thickens. If you need it to thicken a little bit more, I usually just add a little bit of flour and we'll thicken it up. Alright, so we're going to pretty much call this the bechamel sauce. You're going to have the chicken inside the pan, and it could be thick now or runny, doesn't matter. It's going to thicken up even while you cook it. We're just going to run this over all the chicken. Alright, so I set the oven at 375 degrees. I'd probably say at least maybe 10 to 12 minutes. Keep an eye on it. Everything's already cooked. You just want it to all kind of mesh together. Make sure the chicken's cooked all the way through. And then after that, you should be good to go. Alright, so I took the chicken out of the oven, as you can see. The sauce got a little bit thicker while it was in the oven. And I'm just pretty much making the plate look pretty. So I just finished, what I did is I took the potatoes that I just got done cooking, I put them on the bottom. I took the chicken breast that was stuffed with the mozzarella and the prosciutto, and just taped it on top. And I'm just going to take some parsley, and there you go. That is mozzarella and prosciutto chicken cordon bleu.